Hi, Samuel.
How's it going?
Doing good. I'm hoping that Gavin managed to click on the link.
Okay. But he was responding earlier?
I texted them, and yes, they responded, both of them, Bradley and Gavin.
Okay, sounds good. Then they should be coming in any second.
Yep.
Looks like you had a birthday party.
Oh, that's for my husband yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But it was our state conference, so it didn't really materialize that much.
Oh, no.
It's our state conference, and we have to go down at our stake center and then head to his parents' house after
Okay.
that. So, because if his parents comes up here, then we couldn't attend we will not be able to attend the conference
Right.
because his parents not members. So, yeah. So, anyways, I think we have to discuss the it's according to the instruction is the part 2.
Yeah, the starting from question 6, I believe.
And
Yeah, starting from question 6.
yeah, let me check where is Gavin. Please join. Oops. Yeah, we still have a few more minutes, so.
Okay. A little bit early, I guess.
Yep. So this is a lot of reading and watching, and also the econ class.
Yeah, econ's huge.
Yep.
There's so much.
I was delayed last week because of the my computer problem, and now I was able to catch up on that last week, all of the last week assignments.
Yeah. It is a lot of work.
Yep, it does, certainly. And where are those two boys? I texted both of them, remind them about the meeting and send them, told them that check your Gmail account and all that.
Yeah.
And Gavin has been, I can't find the link. It says asking me download. So, but anyways, hopefully they show up.
It shouldn't be too hard. You just go into Google Hangouts and click on the link that you sent.
Well, hopefully, because this is being recorded, and we have to post this onto our. There's Gavin.
Oh,
yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Sorry that took so long.
It's all right.
Here, let me see if this will actually let me turn my camera on, because before it was showing my feet. Yeah, it's still showing my feet. Sorry for that. How do I change it? Okay, here we go.
So after this, I have to post this on our group discussion board, so our teacher assistant and our instructor can see that we did that tonight.
Yeah. Was it your birthday, by the way?
No, it was my husband's yesterday.
Oh, so cool.
Sorry, I'm just busy all day trying to catch up on reading and stuff. Then take that down. Actually, that was been there since last month for my birthday and his birthday yesterday. So
there you go. 2 birthdays in one.
So, anyways.
So we're just missing. Who are we missing now? Bradley.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Gavin, where are you from?
Where are you guys all from?
California.
California.
Is that where both of you guys are right now?
Yeah, I'm in Northern California and she's in Southern California.
Oh, nice, nice. I'm currently here at BYU, Idaho.
Oh,
very nice.
That's late for him.
Yeah, it's I dropped a class a couple days ago, but I needed another class to add, and I want an online one, so I just chose to take this online class.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, you may come out now and get yourself ready to bed, please. Sorry, somebody's in timeout.
It happened.
So did you guys manage to go through all the reading and videos?
Yeah, I did everything for this lesson. I started the next lesson, but I didn't get very far into it.
Mm-hmm.
I got the videos, but I didn't get the step 3 lesson 2 video tutorial.
Alrighty.
Because I honestly didn't realize. Well, I didn't sign up for this till today because I didn't realize that we had a group thing till today. Actually.
Yeah, you're fine. No worries.
Yeah, but if you have any question, hold on. I think Bradley has some.
Thanks for helping out so much, Maria. Also.
No worries. Let me just. Where Bradley is. Hold on. Let me just give him the link.
I'm glad that this at least worked. I was like, is this even going to work?
I have no idea how to work this.
I know I never used Google Hangouts ever, and like the link that I was using, it kept having me install stuff, but then it wouldn't work, and I was like,
Yeah.
why is it not working?
Yeah, we did use the Google Hangout last semester for my B211, the simulation.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and some of our Crystal Rogers is in our class too. She's in my group last semester. So
Very
we did
nice.
the Google Hangout, yeah. And I just sent the link to Bradley. Oh, there he is. Hi, Bradley.
Yeah.
Hi.
Welcome.
Wait, so
Yeah.
we're going to do the quiz together, right? From my understanding.
Yes.
Okay.
And also answer anybody's question with regards to part 2 of the. Sorry about that noise. I don't know who's that coming from.
A tapping sound?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was probably my roommate was opening the drawer.
It looks like it's coming from Gavin.
I think so too.
Is it like a lot of tapping or?
Just shows
Yes.
your green audio keeps going tap 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 tap.
It's weird because like I'm not saying anything. This is weirding me out.
Almost like a heartbeat.
Someone's living in your computer.
There you go.
There's a ghost.
No, thank you.
Does it just
So-
keep? Does it make a noise or does it keep clicking like the?
It's constant.
So is it making a noise though?
Yes.
Yep, and if I mute you, it totally goes away, so it's definitely coming from you. Is he muted from everyone now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Now how do I unmute him here? Let's see.
Sorry.
That's funny. I didn't know. I shouldn't be in charge of this, right? So why
No, it's all right. I arranged everything, the link
There
and
we go.
stuff, so you can host the evening.
I'm gonna leave the group video and then rejoin it. Hopefully, like get rid of the tapping.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Bradley, you can lead the meeting. I don't mind.
Nice. When I hit the mute button, I thought I was just muting it for me. That was kind of funny.
It mutes everybody.
I didn't realize I was muting everyone.
But I can post the link afterwards to our group discussion.
Yeah.
So
Is it still tapping?
Still happening.
you're still
Dang.
taking.
I will just
Yep.
mute myself until I have something to say.
Okay.
So do we want to go over part 2? Do we have any questions on that or?
Um, I think it's just the sampling that I get a little confused, but I think if I continuously to read and work on that, I'll be able to get that.
I mean, we can talk about it.
Mm-hmm. So,
I can't memorize them yet. I mean, we just learned them, so I kind of have to go back to the material and look at each
yeah,
of the scenarios.
I do the same.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm the
it's,
same way. It's just I understand them, but yeah, I don't have them memorized where I can just pick them up. I usually have to go back and look and kind of recheck
Yeah.
what's what.
it's a lot to memorize in first reading. So you can talk, Gavin. Unmute yourself.
I was about to say, I was about to agree that it was a lot, but then I realized that I was muted and that you guys couldn't hear me. Sorry about that.
Are we recording, by the way? Did anyone?
Yes,
Okay.
it's being broadcast at my end, and after that, I'll post the link.
Perfect. Perfect.
So
The teacher can just forward through the boring parts.
I don't know if I can edit that. Maybe I could. I'll edit the video first before I can repost it. So any question, Brad? Gavin.
I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay.
So do we want to open the quiz and see how we do?
Okay, Bradley, you want to share your screen and do the quiz, and we have to open our quiz individually and work through it.
Yeah.
Sure. Back here.
Don't spill anything next to my computer, okay? Thank you. Ooh, where's my Google?
So it looks like the quiz is about 15 questions.
You can't share your screen?
It's I'm working on it right now.
Okay.
Share that.
There
You
you
guys see
go.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on, let me open my quiz. So do you guys wanted to do 2 meetings each week?
I think maybe for the beginning it might be a good idea until we kind of are, I don't know, we kind of know what's going on, and then we could look at going into go into just 1 meeting a week.
Okay, because right now it's too much to work on for the short time frame.
Yeah, to have 2 lessons read and ready by the end of the weekend is a lot.
Yeah, so especially if you have econ class.
Yeah.
Econ class was the worst class. I took that last semester. Never again.
Yeah, I took both my econs. They're done. I'm happy.
Very nice.
We're-
Macro.
Yeah. Now I just have to take my second accounting class. That's the one I'm not looking forward to.
Managerial accounting?
It's the second one. I don't know. I've taken the first
Yes,
accounting.
it is. It is the managerial accounting. It's 202.
Yeah.
Okay, well, best of everything on that.
Yeah, that class is awful.
It's kicked
Thanks,
a lot
guys.
of-
Really making me excited.
I still have to take those classes. Don't say it's that bad.
well, it depends on what type of learner you are and who's your instructor, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
All right, you guys ready to start?
okay, everybody's on their quiz.
I had it. I don't know where it went. Here we go. Okay.
So you guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Or is it only when I talk? I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So some of these are just basic, looks like basic questions like, do we finish the preparation? And do we participate? So that's pretty easy.
Hold on just a sec, somebody.
That was me, I think. Okay, so can you guys see question 3 right now? Are we all like kind of following along, or
Just a sec. I lost
I
mine.
think Gavin's giving me a big thumbs up.
Just a sec. I had it earlier and somehow it disappeared.
Computer's not working.
Okay, there we go.
It's not working.
Did we actually, before I got here, did we like introduce ourselves at all, by the way?
No,
Not really.
Hunter and I were just been yapping.
Yeah, why don't we do that real quick? I'll start, but like, so my name's Brad. I live in Haley, Idaho, so kind of, I don't know, hour and a half from Rexburg, I think, over by Sun Valley Ski Resort. 35, so going back to school from not going to school, and have 4 kids, married for a long time, going on 15 years in January.
Oh, wow.
And I've been a business owner for about 14 years and just sold my business, but want to get that piece of paper that I never got, So yeah, that's me in a
Nice.
nutshell.
Wow.
How about you,
Wow.
Samuel?
All right. Oh, Sam's good. I go by Sam. You're fine. I am from, well, I guess I just moved. I'm living in Red Bluff, California, which is a couple hours from Sacramento. And I am 26. I've been married for 2.5 years, and my wife is from Peru. I'm a pharmacy technician. I work for Owens Healthcare, and I don't want to stay in the pharmacy business. And yeah, that's me.
Nice. My brother-in-law works as a pharmacy tech here for the Albertsons up here,
Oh,
but he's kind of a worker bee. He doesn't mind doing the same thing over and over again. So
yeah. Well, Albertsons I've heard is a good company to work for.
yeah, it hasn't been too bad. So how about you, Marie?
Well, maybe I will let go the younger ones first.
Oh, Gavin, unmute. Go for it.
Okay. So yeah, my name's Gavin. I'm from Seattle, Washington, but I'm currently here at school in Rexburg. I'm studying business management with emphasis in marketing. And I also have a minor in visual communications. But yeah, this is my 6th semester. I did 2 before my mission, and then I'm doing my 4th semester after my mission. Then, maybe soon to be engaged, so maybe I'll join the club soon.
Ooh.
Enjoy while it lasts.
But yeah, I'm just working here and studying at the same time. Hopefully finishing my major in like the next 2 years, like a year and a half.
So when are you getting married?
No clue on that
No
one yet.
prospect?
Well, congratulations regardless.
We were talking about it today. So like we'll see when like the actual date and that stuff will happen.
Okay.
Well, don't rush unless you're ready for it.
Yeah, it's still gonna be a while. Like it's still gonna be a couple months from now. So taking it nice and slow.
Sorry, my
Right
phone.
on.
Okay, I think it's my turn. My name is Marie Morris from Southern California, Big Bear Lake area, which is a ski resort. And be careful. Sorry, my son is next to me with a glass of milk, and I'm worried that he might spill on my computer. I'm taking business management also with emphasis in finance, and hopefully I can find some job after this semester because I can't just stay at home right now. That drives me nuts. But honey, I'm sorry, he's still awake. My husband is snoozing in the couch. Sorry about that. And This is I'm taking 4 classes this semester, and hopefully I cannot confuse the other one from the other because they're all math related stuff. So anyways, I've been married for almost 15 years in December, and we have a 10-year-old little boy. Here, show your face. There you go. He's very active and taking his karate black belt testing on the 30th of this month.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Well, nice meeting everyone. So everyone can see my screen now. Are we all in the quiz? Ready to go?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. So I don't think you want to have me read every question. So let's just look at question 3, and because I think they should all be the same. Let's look at it and then take a few seconds, and then we'll talk about it here.
So it's asking for what steps.
Yep. So
A
which
statistical
step
process.
are we on?
This one is design the study.
Yeah, I was looking at, I think it might be design the study. At least that's like the one that makes the most sense to me, or taking action.
I think they're designing a study.
Yeah, because it says to answer this question, the researcher are trying to determine if an observational study or experiment would be more appropriate. So they're trying to determine what to do first.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think design study is correct.
Okay. So number 4.
All right, let's look at number 4. So this one's also asking about which of the 5 steps applies.
Would this
Data
be
collection.
collect the?
Describe the data maybe, or make.
Let's see.
Oh, I might write it wrong. I was thinking they were talking about collecting data.
I was thinking collect.
I
Collect
think
data.
describe.
They asked how many hours of TV they watched, and so they're trying to collect data from that.
And
Look at the
they
answer.
tallies.
But at the end she says she then creates a histogram to help illustrate the distribution.
Oh,
I think that's describing the data, isn't it?
that could be, yeah.
Let's see.
Illustrate overall distribution, which of the 5 steps is to the researcher apply. So they are referring to what she did at the end rather than the survey itself.
Yeah, so that would probably be describing the data.
Yep. Could you please
All right. Let's look at 5. This one's look at that. The question's the population is, so.
With that, I
cannot be determined, right?
Yeah, I was about to say population can't be determined.
Yeah.
Hold on. Just a sec. David? What did you go?
Are you sure it's not the citizens of Mumbai? Because it says the research is to see if a fast food restaurant would be supported by the citizens of Mumbai.
The researcher received.
The students what is fast food business.
The population is the 10940. Hold on.
Because to me the population, isn't that the?
Those are the subjects, right?
Yeah.
So it could be the citizens of Mumbai.
A marketing
Let
research
me look at
firm.
the lesson again.
A marketing research firm has been housed by a prominent fast food restaurant. So the subject is the citizen of Mumbai.
That's what I mean, this is definitely wrong. We know that a 1049, the people who respond, well, right? I guess
So
let's
there's, go ahead.
I'm just saying, let's look back at what their definition of population is.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find.
"300 names are randomly selected."
I hate how they have like these. I like the idea of an ebook or an online book or whatever, but I hate that you can't download it and like
It's terrible.
mark it up or anything, you know.
Yeah, you can't, I have to write down whatever I need to write down on a separate note.
So you collect a manageable group of items called the sample from the entire collection of financial documents called the population. So a sample is a piece of the population.
What is the population?
I'm looking for the actual definition of the population itself, but I can't find it.
Hold on. Population.
No, I think it is Mumbai. So if you look at under step 4 on the book, it says inference is the process of using information contained in a sample from a population to make a greater statement or to infer something about the entire population. So right now they're doing a smaller sample, which is the 1,049, to infer something about the population, which is the citizens of Mumbai.
The population is the 3,000.
Yeah, the thing that confuses me is that if you look, sorry. The thing that confuses me is, I was looking at like the next question a little bit, and the next question is saying like the sample size, and the sample size would be the well, actually that would be, I'm not sure if that could be determined. I was looking at that to see if that would help at all answer this question.
So to me, so the sample is the 1049 because it says if you infer something, it's taking something small and going about looking or trying to infer something bigger, right? And so it says your sample size is what you're collecting from. In this case, that 1,049 responses.
Yeah.
And then you can infer about the entire population. So what they're trying to infer is, can this restaurant be supported by the citizens of Mumbai? Right? They had the whole citizens, which is the population. They randomly picked 3,000, and then they received 1,000. So I think it's the citizens of Mumbai, personally.
It is. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because their sample, their subject of the research is the people, in order to support their.
Yeah. And so that's what is when I'm reading this in here, when it says population, it's talking essentially about what you want to research. So if we were talking about, like when they were talking about voting, if we said, okay, we're going to grab 1,000 voters and sample them, well, that 1,000's the sample, but we're trying to infer the population, which happens to be the United States in the presidential election, right? So in this case, the population is the citizens of Mumbai, because that's what they're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
About. So I think then going down below to this next one, the sample is that 1049, because that's what essentially says.
That's
a sample is a subset or a portion of the population. Right?
Yeah.
And I see that on the collecting data part.
Yeah.
So Sam, you said you're in California right now too?
Yes.
What part of California did you say?
Northern, close to Sacramento.
Okay. I lived in Fair Oaks, which is a suburb of Sacramento when I was
I know where that
really
is.
young, like between like when I was like 8 and 12 years old.
Yeah. That was so a while back.
Yeah. Don't
I
remind
know
me.
where that is.
4:30. Might work for you? Yeah, that's fine.
So are you guys happy with the 1049 for question 6?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're just fine.
It's the schedule for my little guy. So
No worries.
so what
So-
number are we on?
We're just saying, so are we all in agreement for number 6 that, so we talked about the population and the sample. So the sample is the 1049.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's look at number 7. What do you need? I'm busy, bud.
Could I borrow a pencil?
I don't have one in here.
Not even that white box?
I don't think so. You can come and look.
Yeah, kids. So
Probably could have. Did people actually
Set your 10 minutes an hour. Okay, what else for 10 minutes?
not so
Did you do a short 10 question quiz when you're school? Okay, so does anyone have any thoughts on this, quantitative or categorical?
I don't like this question.
Yeah, these are like my least favorite type of questions, but I don't know why I just muted myself right there. But I'm kind of leaning towards quantitative, but I'm not 100% sure with that.
oops.
So what did they say in the video? They said quantitative is like numerical. Like you can, if you added something to it or
Mm-hmm.
divided it by something, it would mean something. But if you doubled it and it didn't mean anything, then it wouldn't. Then that would be categorical, like you said, like a jersey number or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So what is she really gathering here? I guess she's gathering a quiz score, right?
Yes.
Which you could double and that would be a better quiz score, right? Or divide or.
And so they're dealing with percentages which is under quantitative, but
Right. I think it's quantitative, right?
that's why
Yes,
I think it.
Because if they increase the minutes of studying, or did I say that? Is it material minutes after? So if they increase the hours of minutes of class, studying after, then the result will be higher.
Yeah. Sam, are you good with quantitative?
Yeah, that makes sense. When I first read the question through, I was thinking of material as in literally like materials like pencils and pens and stuff. And I was like, I don't understand what is going on here. But that makes sense now.
Okay, question 8 is the same question with a different scenario. So
So, okay.
Well, that would be categorical
Yes,
because you can't divide yes and no, not sure by a number and get something.
sound like plan?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we got a thumbs up and everything. Number 9. Studies that looks again similar, but now they're going to ask. It's about groups. So what is this group called? So when you're reading it,
Control group, population group, treatment group, hypothesis group. Oops. Where's my, happened to my book?
your teacher also selects a group to give no review to the materials. Or is it, this group is called, so that's the control group then, right? The one that gets
The
nothing?
new material, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the placebo group, the control group.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You good with that, Gavin? Thumbs up. All right. Is there no way on Google Hangouts, I've only used this once, where you could just like put everybody's camera like 4 up instead of the person who's talking pops up?
I have not ventured on that.
I just
I
hate
don't
how
know
it always
about-
like whoever's talking pops up. I hate that. I wish I could just like see all 4 of our cameras.
I don't know how to put all of them up, but I know you can focus on just one without it changing by clicking on that person.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wish you could. Yeah, okay. I didn't think I played with it and couldn't figure it out, but sorry. Number 10. Number 10. Which of the following would be considered an experimental design? Anyone remember what that means?
Yeah, it's an observation is where you're simply just watching. An experimental design is where you're actually, there's a treatment and something going on.
Okay.
So this will probably be administering the.
The tuberculosis vaccination.
Yeah, this will
Yeah.
probably be
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that would be that one.
In a study to determine the average wage of working people in Mumbai, they really like Mumbai. Which of the following would be the best sample?
You know why? Because there's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Average wage working people, which
Every
would be
10th
the sample.
worker, all the workers.
I would probably lean towards the many randomly selected. When I took Math 108 last semester,
Yeah.
and the answer was always like many random people from random areas.
No, I agree.
Yep. I do too.
So many randomly selected workers in each several working district of Mumbai.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they want an average, and so you're going to get higher wages and lower wages and everything in between by going to every district.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you went to all workers in one district, it could be, manufacturing can be low, or it could be, Wall Street and be high kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then if you travel, you have a bias there, and then females, you also have a bias. So yeah, I agree.
Okay.
12. You want to become the next Jonas Salk. I don't know that.
He's the one that
That's the guy. Okay.
the guy that did the polio vaccine.
Yeah. Help cure RSV. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one to take placebo. What or who are the experimental units of the subject?
What or who are the experimental?
Experimental units.
The children.
The children, right?
Yeah, the children. You could say the vaccinations, but I mean the children are the ones being experimented on.
The vaccine and the placebo are the treatment.
Yes.
So, yeah, because in that they even said in the design and study, it says sometimes subjects are called experimental units or simply called units. In the Salk trials, the children who participated are the subjects.
Mm-hmm.
So, or the experimental units. So, yep, we have that right in our book.
Yep. Whoever they're administering their testing or experimental.
But here you go. What are the treatments? Right?
Okay.
The vaccine, the placebo. We just talked about that, right?
Yes.
Okay. At least, I like at least these quizzes are they kind of flow. I've had some that are totally random and weird, so these actually flow fairly well.
Yeah, they build on each other.
All right, so question 14 is a little longer, so we'll read it individually. The question is, this study was A or an observational, experimental, or neither? So Well, right off the bat, it's not observational because they're making changes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say that's, yeah, and there's even a control group. That's definitely an experiment.
Yeah, I think so because they're making changes. They're giving when they started handing out vouchers and putting them in different groups. That's takes away from an observational. You good with that, Gavin? Thumbs up.
Yep.
Last one, match the following. Okay. Collect data, number 1. Let me get this back up.
That's
Hold on.
step one.
Step 2. Collect data. Oops.
Step
Collect,
2 is the collect data.
discern,
Discern is step 3? Or no?
describe. I'm looking at it right now.
Step 1, step 1 is, hold on.
Remember, these are all, I like how they give you the you know, M for 5. Does that look
It's
right?
hard.
Hold on
This
just a
is
second.
all different for me. Like mine are shifted in different areas, and so I'm just like, oh wait, it's messing me up seeing your screen and seeing my screen.
Well, just remember the only two that they can mess up are the step 3 and step 1 because they're both D's. The rest of them are all, C to C, T to T, M to M. Is that me?
I don't know.
Hold on just a second.
Apparently, I somehow started playing music. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, just a sec. The first one is step
So,
3.
yeah, step 3 is describe the data. Step 2 is collect data. Because yours might be in different organizations or different.
Yes, the order is different.
order. Step 5 is take action. Step 4 is make inferences, and step 1 is step 1 is design the study.
Just a sec.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
that's good to me.
Mine is completely in different order.
All right, well, I feel comfortable submitting it, and you guys can see if I get a bad score, and then you can revisit if I miss something. So I'll submit it, because we can do it twice, it says, too. All right. See if we know what we're talking about. 100%. Good job.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Guys, we are
Good job.
so smart.
We're so smart.
Well, as long as we put our brains together and do our part, study our thing, it's easier for us to put together
Yeah.
things, especially for our project.
Yeah, thank you guys for doing that. I had a group last semester for econ, and it was me about 90% of the time, and this one other gal about the other 10% of the time that actually did the prerequisite, and the other guys would just kind of not do anything. It's
Oh,
done. So I appreciate you guys coming prepared and actually like talking and stuff. That's going to help out a ton.
yeah. It's gonna make it a lot easier.
So
And,
when should we meet again for lesson 3 for this week?
Lesson 3 is due on. Oh, I accidentally took off my camera instead of my mic.
You know what's funny is your little icon's beating with that beat. It's just
Mhm.
like bouncing.
So I think the lesson 3 was due on Thursday night. I'm not available Thursday night, so I could do either tomorrow or Wednesday.
Golly, that's a lot of work.
Can we do it Wednesday?
Yeah, I cannot do tomorrow, so Wednesday's better for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wednesday is the only day I can also.
Yeah.
I'm not available
I have to do
tomorrow.
my econ tomorrow and then my other class. Then read up on this one too, so.
Yeah.
And for me with kids, later is usually better. I can stay up late, but
I'm
I mean,
available anytime in the evening.
Yeah, this was
Yeah,
the latest
evening would
class.
be
This
good.
was the latest meeting they had, so that's why I took this one. So, so what time on what do you guys, is 9 okay, or do you want to push it a little later, or what's the
Well,
thought?
let me see what time is my meeting with. I have another meeting that day, but let me see.
I can do this time or I can do later. I'm flexible.
Yeah, honestly, anytime after like 7 o'clock is good for me.
I think this is going to be my class. That's going to be a lot of fun this semester. I can just feel it. I have. So what is everyone taking? I'm taking this math class, foundational science, introduction to databases just for an elective credit, and I work in IT, so I thought that'd be an easy one. And then I took a 1 credit finance class just to round off my what do you call it? My student loans and stuff.
Yeah, 8 o'clock to Wednesday would work,
Okay.
So 9
So,
Mountain.
Go
which
ahead.
is not 9 o'clock your Idaho time,
Yep,
8
9
o'clock
Mountain.
for California. Would that work for you guys?
Yeah, that works for me.
Mhm.
So
Works
same
for me.
time then?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Nice, sweet. Thanks for all the help, guys. Awesome.
Good.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you,
everybody.
guys.
Have a great night.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I will set up the same thing and send the link.
Yeah, I'll just keep
Perfect.
an eye on my. So we have our homework we need to do on our own, right? And then
Yes.
just do the lesson 3 prep, group meeting quiz. Then we have levels.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
if I read that right, we go through 2 lessons every week, don't we?
Yep.
It's
That
a
is
lot.
fantastic.
Sam and
Yeah.
I have econ, and then I also have B211 and accounting software.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm taking this
I'm taking
one.
211. Sorry.
This one, econ, web business creation, and the New Testament.
I have somewhat the similar. I'm taking this class. I'm taking business fundamentals. I'm taking introduction to business. I'm taking digital imaging and digital web design, and also New Testament.
You can do it
Wow.
all. You're single. You have no distraction.
Yeah, for now.
For now, I
now,
can
yes.
do it.
Yeah. So, when you have family, it's not easy to
Yeah.
juggle. But I'm
I
just
know
glad
right now
that
my wife and I are both working full time, and she just finished Pathway and is doing 3 classes at BYU Idaho, and I'm doing this and working full time. And yeah, we have 4 boys. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun year.
Good
hopefully
luck.
you still have hair left over after that.
Yeah. No, I'll have hair. It just might be all gray.
Okay. Yeah, we last 2 semester we had 3 foster children in our home. We're trying to hopefully to adopt them, but it didn't work out. I was taking 3 classes and I quit my job just to take care of those 3 and plus my son. And man, it's a nightmare.
Wow. Good for you, girl.
It's but emotionally the kids are not not adjusting to us because they're just damaged. So drugs,
Hey.
alcohol damage the brain.
Yeah.
So,
My mom's calling me right now, so I'm going to go for the night.
okay, well, have a good
Yeah.
night, everybody, and I
See
will
you on
post on.
Wednesday.
See you Wednesday, everybody.
Okay, I'll
Bye.
make
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Have a good night.